Have you ever felt like you're 7 months pregnant after an IBS flare-up? Thanks, Minnie. See you in Disneyland. Full disclaimer on this video, I'm talking to somebody who's been an IBS sufferer, and these are the things that I've done to help me fix my gut and fix my stomach so that I don't get IBS flare-ups. If you have a serious problem with your gut or with irritable bowel syndrome, it's always worth going to a gut expert or a gut doctor. However, today's video is going to talk about the things that I've used to help me fix and heal my gut so that my IBS symptoms don't flare up and I don't look 7 months pregnant 3 times of the year. First thing when it comes to irritable bowel syndrome and IBS, if you're struggling with your gut health, you need to look at your overall diet and your nutrition. The problem with irritable bowel syndrome and the problem with IBS is some of the quote-unquote healthy foods may be trigger foods for you, flaring up your IBS and making it worse. So for example, on this channel, you may have heard me talking about good quality fats, good complex carbohydrates, good complete protein sources. And for the majority of people, that's going to be great advice to build a nutritional plan around. Add in some fruits, add in a lot of vegetables, and you're going to be golden in terms of changing your body composition and improving your energy levels and health. However, if you have IBS, some of those same foods may be the things that are triggering your symptoms. So for example, everybody that has irritable bowel syndrome has what are called trigger foods. Foods that trigger an IBS attack. These foods vary greatly and they're different based on each individual person. However, there are a few that are worth looking out for, as a lot of people tend to have these foods as triggers. Gluten tends to be a bad one for people. Dairy is another. Red wine, dark chocolate. All of these foods can be IBS triggers that are flaring up an attack. What I would advise doing is watch out on how your body responds to these foods. For example, caffeine is a trigger for me, but I can take caffeine as long as I've eaten a meal beforehand. But once I take a cup of coffee on an empty stomach, my stomach flares like I'm 7 months pregnant. It's the exact same with dark chocolate. I have a bar of dark chocolate every single day, but I have to have it mid-time during the day. If I have it early in the day before I've eaten anything, my stomach bloats. Gluten and dairy, again, both triggers for me, so I try and minimize these foods. But experiment with what's triggering you. Try and stick with good quality, healthy foods as much as you can, like I mentioned, but work and look out for your triggers. After that, it's looking after your overall gut health. Tell me what you eat and I'll tell you how you'll feel. Tell me what you absorb and I'll tell you how much energy you have. If you've got poor gut health, you're not going to be absorbing the nutrients from the foods that you're eating. So try and add in good prebiotics and add a probiotic supplement regimen to your plan. Prebiotic foods include things like kombucha, kimchi or sauerkraut. And then probiotics are the supplement that you can take that are going to put good bacteria back into your stomach. My favorite probiotic is the Super 8 Gold by Udo's Choice, but you can experiment with different strains of probiotic, different strains of bacteria, and find what works best for you. After that, there are other supplements that you can use that could potentially help you. I always have peppermint oil capsules on hand anytime I go anywhere in case I have an IBS flare-up. I also tend to drink peppermint tea or aniseed tea throughout the day. So these keep everything just calm throughout the day, because IBS can be triggered with foods and it can also be triggered with stress within your life. So focus on things that are going to help you stay stress-free. Remember that Rome wasn't built in a day. You need to get your diet right. You need to get your supplement regimen right. You need to get your lifestyle right. So focus on high quality sleep. Focus on exercising throughout the day. All these things are going to help you with your IBS symptoms. So if IBS is something that you're struggling with, realize that you don't have to be a slave to it. You don't have to make decisions and be afraid to go out for meals with friends. You don't have to be afraid to get into social situations because you're afraid of a trigger, or your stomach is going to swell, or you're going to get constipation or diarrhea. You can manage it. Look for your trigger foods. Manage your stress in your lifestyle. Add in the pre and probiotics that I mentioned. And then test how you feel. And if you're really struggling, go to a gut health doctor. There's some amazing. That's amazing. There's amazing specialists out there. There's some amazing specialists out there that can help design a specific program that's going to heal your gut and manage your IBS triggers. So have you tried any of the things that I've mentioned in this video? Is there some things that I've forgotten? If they are, comment below. I'm going to be checking them out at the end of this video.